Today we will practice some movements that are inspired by some of my yoga background. It's an unfolding practice. We'll see what will happen. But for this to be comfortable for you, I would like to invite you to have something comfortable like a padding, because we will do fair amount of movements on your knees, like we will stand on all fours and things like that. So if you have a padding, even a blanket works, just like anything soft that can help your joints feel more comfortable. And yet it's not like a full-on Ashtanga yoga class where we will sweat a lot. It will be a very slow movement practice that will help you slowly open up. So as you're arriving, you can make your space functional. Maybe you have a yoga mat, maybe you have a sleeping pad, or just a rug, or anything that will make it a little bit more softer. All right. And to some degree, you would like to have the screen so you can peek over if there's anything I'm saying that doesn't make sense in terms of how to move your body, what position to get into. You might get some clarity by looking at the screen. Yet most of this experience, I will do my best to guide it. So you can just follow my words as if they were a voice in your own mind, and you would just explore raising your arms up with a deep breath, for example. And you wouldn't necessarily have to look at me and follow the image, that you would listen to the words and its invitation. But if you're still confused, which you might be, have the screen so you are able to look over and see, what are we doing? What's he doing? Yeah. All right. So just a few things, a few invitations about this practice. The first thing I would like for you to consider letting your breath initiate every movement. So as you begin to breathe and you feel the rising of the chest, allow the arms to follow that versus raising your arms and then let the breath follow the movement. So see if you can really attune to, as I'm guiding, that you let your breath kind of spill over into the next movement. That's one consideration. The other consideration is, whenever possible, I would like for you to invite a lengthening of your muscle fibers, so a lengthening of the spine, lengthening of the arm, and a widening. So whenever possible, a lengthening and a widening. It's almost like seeing like a piece of skin or a piece of rubber, like can you lengthen it and widen it so it's a little bit more of an opening whenever possible. And this lengthening is everywhere: the arms, the legs, the spine. And the widening, for example, is across your palm, across the ball of your feet, and so on, and across the chest. So play with lengthening and widening whenever possible. And then the next principle is just of non-violence or sensitivity. To just consider that this is a lot more about feeling yourself from within and exploring the inner sensations versus coming with an idea that I'm gonna be as flexible as Buster is after he has worked his whole life as a dancer. As he bends over, I want to bend over too, like that. Like, that is a common thing that we want to compare and contrast and do as we see. But I would like for you to just stay within a comfortable range of your movement. So it's not about striving for any particular external manifestation. It's a lot more about just tracking what happens as you let your breath initiate this movement, and as the arms are following that and raising up. And as you exhale, then as you begin to fold forward, and just kind of staying with your body as much as possible. Okay? So I'm going to start standing. I'm going to move more towards all fours, and then we will end up on our back. It will be very, very basic, very repetitive. So if you miss the first movement, there will be a second and maybe even a third repetition. And if that's not true because I forget or I'm guided somewhere else, this practice is just unfolding. So I'm just tracking what wants to happen through my body. So I'm sorry if it doesn't make sense in terms of what I'm saying, but follow along. And if at any time you feel like resting, laying down, meditating, doing something else, please be my guest. Really stay with what's authentic for you and for what feels curious, exciting, interesting. So like literally just see me as somebody who's inviting you to consider to follow what I'm doing, because I'm following my body, so I invite you to follow yours too. Let's open the space with 3 deep breaths together. Getting yourself in a position where you can really be with these 3 breaths. It's very easy to build routines that actually numb us out, especially when we use the same deep breath over and over. Something that wakes us up initially can actually put us asleep. So therefore, the invitation is to really taste each breath as if you took them for the first time again. And for that, we need to amplify our experience of being within our body, particularly focusing on the subtle differences, what's new, what's different. So gently rest your focused attention on your heart as you take a deep breath in. Belly. And hips. Just take that in. I want to invite you to take 3 more breaths, but this time with your arms as well. And the arms are basically following your breath, and they're lengthening and widening. So deep breath, heart. Exhale. Deep breath, belly, as your arms are lengthening out to the sides, raising upwards. Exhale, arms are lengthening and widening downwards. Deep breath, pelvis, arms are reaching, lengthening, widening upwards. One more set of that. Deep breath, heart, arms are lengthening upwards, widening hands. Belly. And hips. Lengthening, widening upwards. Lengthening and widening down. And receive the effects. So what we're adding here is the synchronization of breath and movement and sound, which can be quite profound. And particularly the lengthening is important because we're working with the nervous system. And literally we are stretching the nerves as we're lengthening versus the contraction that happens in fear. So we want to lengthen out. It's safe to take space. I'm laughing as I am noticing there's some teachings coming through, and I want this to be a somatic class. So I'm going to invite you to come to standing on your 2 feet in the front of your rug, mat, pad. Feet kind of hip width apart, not together, just hip width apart. And take the opportunity to lengthen the legs down and the spine up. As you widen your balls of your feet, widen across the hips, widen across your heart, widen across your palms, widen across your temples. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back with the right leg. Put the knee down on your floor. Keep the feet or hands on the floor. So inhale, look forward, open the chest. Exhale, plant your hands, step back with the left leg. Sit bone upwards. Free breath. Another free inhale. Exhale, step right foot forward between the hands. Set the left knee down. Inhale, look forward, open the chest. Exhale, step back up with both feet parallel, hip width apart. Exhale, relax your neck. Inhale, lower the sit bones. Come up with the fingers, chest up with Katasana. Sit, and then exhale, come to standing. Free breath. Inhale, reach arms out and up. Lengthen the legs downwards. Exhale, fold forward, scooping up the lower abdomen. Relaxing the neck. Inhale, step the left leg backwards, left knee down on the floor. Planted hands, inhale, look forward, open the chest. Exhale, step back with the right. Long legs, long arms, free breath. Inhale, step forward with left between your hands. Inhale, look forward, widen your chest. Exhale, step back, right, parallel to the left. Relax your neck. If you need to have your legs bent here, perfectly fine. Inhale, sit down, reach the sternum, the chest bone forward, following with the arms, Utkatasana, intense position. And then exhale, come up and stand. Lengthening and widening wherever possible. Free breath. Inhale, lengthen the arms forward and upwards. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the legs as you need to. This time, step back with right. Now keep the right leg strong. Inhale, come up, parallel warrior position. Stay for one breath. Inhale, lengthen and widen. Exhale, fold forward, down facing dog. Free breath. Inhale, right leg forward, strong left leg, parallel warrior position, come up, look forward, free breath here. Then at the end of that exhale, fold forward, step left foot parallel to right, relax your neck, bend your knees as necessary. Inhale, sit down, reach the sternum front and up. Sit down and exhale, come up to standing, free breath. Left side, inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, scoop the belly. Inhale, step back with your left leg. Strong left leg, straight knee. Inhale, parallel warrior position, free breath. Widen and lengthen wherever possible. Exhale, fold forward, down facing dog. Sit bones up, long arms, long neck, long legs. Widen your feet, your hands. Free breath. Step forward with your left leg, strong right leg. Come up to warrior, parallel. Inhale. Then with that exhale, step forward, right leg next to your left. Relax your neck, bend your knees as necessary. Then inhale, sit down, reach the sternum, the chest bone, and up. And exhale, come to standing. Free breath. arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, scooping the belly up. Now inhale to Utkatasana, intense position. And then put the palms together. Place your lower arms in between the legs. And kind of fold the belly on top of it and rest it on the thighs. Relax your neck. So you're having the palms together. The forearms are resting on your thighs, and your body is resting on your forearms and your thighs. And inhale, lengthen the spine. Allow the neck to follow that lengthening, look a little bit forward. Exhale, allow the spine to relax. So you're just working with your neck a little bit in this position. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look a little bit forward. And exhale, relax over the thighs. One more. This time remove the arms from the legs, put them down, then walk your feet backwards into down facing dog. Exhale and inhale, lower the knees to the ground. Come to kind of the cat-cow, all fours position. Inhale, look forward, lengthening the sternum, and then exhale, round from your coccyx, ripple through the whole spine down to child position. Keeping a lengthening and widening going in your arms and your palms. Just relax your neck. Three free breaths here. Inhale up to all fours. Exhale, moving the whole front of your body to the floor, keeping the forehead down, tucking the chin in a little bit, keeping your hands firmly rooted, keeping your legs long. Both the palms and the feet are widening. Inhale, lengthening the spine, the head is coming with. You look a bit forward, setting the chin a bit forward. Exhale, lengthening and lowering the neck. Inhale, lengthening the spine. It results in that you are kind of lifting the head a little bit and sending the chin forward. And exhale, lengthening the spine but lowering your head. One more like this. Keeping the integrity of your core. As you inhale, you root the hands, you push a little bit down, you come up on all fours. Exhale down to child's pose. And quite immediately you inhale, and you're following that inhale up to all fours. Exhale, coming to the front of the body. Inhale, rooting the hands, coming back up to all fours. Exhaling, rounding the back, going into child's position. Inhale, lengthening the spine, long neck, wide feet, wide hands. Exhale, front of the body, kissing the ground. Inhale, lengthening through the spine, coming up to all fours. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, front of the body,
onto the floor. One more time. Inhale. And exhale down to child's pose. 3 free breaths. Inhale, come up to all fours. Exhale, put the balls of your feet down, lift your knees a little bit, and then walk your feet in between your hands. Sit down on your bum and fall back onto your back, keeping your feet down the floor so your feet are touching the floor, your knees are bent, and your arms are parallel to your body, palms down towards the floor. And we're going to begin with just on an inhale, lengthening and reaching the arms out and up and above. The top of the hands touch the floor on the maximum of inhale, and then exhale, reaching the arms above, big half circle movement with the arms. So inhale, lengthening the arms above you. Exhale. One more like this. Now continue with the arm movement. Now arch the lower back. So the lower back comes off. Your hip bones move away from your face, create some space between the lower back and the mat. Then exhale. You can tuck the hips under a little bit. The coccyx might even come a little bit off the floor. Inhale, moving the hips, hip bones away from your face. Exhale. You're really grounding the lower back at the end of the exhale. Inhale, lengthen the arms, arching the back. Exhale, really grounding the sacrum in the ground on the end of exhale. A few more like this. Coming down, just resting for a few free breaths. Relax your arms, relax the movement of your hips. Raise your knees a little bit. Straighten the left leg, and then put your right toe in the backside of the knee of the left, and then kind of close the knees. You tuck the right toe in, place the left foot down on the ground, and then allow the right knee to move towards the left as you allow your arms to move to the sides. You're moving into a little bit of a spinal twist here, but without any force. It's just gravity. You can allow your palms to fold upwards. A very gentle spinal twist. And you can also allow the face to turn towards the right. But it's more of an invitation versus the movement you do. So by now your right foot is in the fold of the left knee. The right knee is leaning towards the left. And your head might be leaning towards the right. 3 deep breaths here. Gently come back to center. Starting out with both feet on the ground, head back up, looking at the ceiling. Lifting the right leg, straightening it a little bit, coming with the left toe in the right crease of the right knee. Putting down the right foot, allowing the left knee to move towards the right, feeling that natural rotation, twist that happens through your spine as you let gravity draw the left knee towards the ground. And if it feels natural, you can allow your face to turn towards the left, but without any straining or doing. 3 free breaths here. And gently coming back to center. We're going to round off with a few minutes of, let's call it basic exercise. Coming from a polyvagal exercise paradigm. I can tell you about it in a minute. But the invitation is to fold, to interlace your fingers, and then place those interlaced fingers as a cushion behind your back of your head, a little bit down towards the neck. So it touches the neck and the skull at the same time. So both your hands are now forming a bit of a cushion, putting a little bit of a pressure on the top of the neck muscles. And with eyes open, I invite you now to look to the right. Keep looking to the right. Keep looking to the right. And allow for any spontaneous deepening of your breath, any yawning to happen, or sigh. Keep looking without moving your face. So your nose is up towards the ceiling, your eyes are looking. I'm going to do the other side. So right now, if you need to adjust, we're going to do this again, both sides. But rest your head on the cushion of your hands, and then keep your nose where it is, and just move your eyes to the left. And allow for any yawn, any sigh, or any swallowing. Swallowing, sighing, or yawning are natural resets of your polyvagal nervous system. Coming back, looking up, straight. We're going to do it one more set. Keep your nose straight up. And make sure that the hands are touching the top of your neck muscles as well as the scalp. As you look to the right, keeping the nose straight upwards towards the ceiling. Moving your eyes towards the ceiling, and then last time to the left for now. Just really looking, eyes open to the left. Allowing for yawning, swallowing, spontaneous deep breath inside. And coming back, undoing the interlace of your fingers, just resting your neck for the last 30 seconds to a minute of corpse pose. Rolling your legs in and out a little bit, same with the neck. And just let go into gravity. If you want to continue to rest here, you can turn off the Zoom, you can turn off the video, you can just take your time. If you want to come back and say hi and bye, or do a sharing circle, you can begin to wiggle your toes, your fingers, turning your legs in and out. Same with the arms, same with the neck. Some morning stretches. Eating, turning, twisting. Rolling onto one side, rolling onto the next. And then coming up, just laying for a few moments on one of your sides until you use your hand to push yourself up. And okay. So just for reference, I said the basic exercise that we did, interlacing the fingers, placing them at the top of the neck, behind the. This is coming from a book called something like The Healing Potential of the Polyvagal Nerve by Marshall Rosenberg. Has some interesting, very basic exercises working directly with the actual nerves that come out of the neck here. And I don't know if you experienced laying on this here, but for me, I find it extremely helpful in having a reset from fight flight into this rest and digest mode through this yawning and sighing and swallowing. So if that didn't happen, I just encourage you to just keep trying. It's basically just resting or even sitting here and then using the eyes to look right for a minute or two and then look left for a minute or two until this natural reset is happening. I can post a little link to that book here if you want it under this. It's nice. I never teach yoga, so thanks for playing with me in these dimensions. It feels good. As usual, if you want to remain here, wait for a little check-in after this, please do so. Otherwise, I want to strongly encourage you to participate in our very special guest teacher / class, Vaishnavi. She's going to help us looking at our relationship to our voice and how that can relate to a certain vigilance around keeping quiet, not speaking out. She's going to do it in a very interesting, powerful way. So I really encourage you to come and explore the nervous system through voice. And I don't know if I'm making you justice, Vaishnavi, or if you want to say anything more about this. I believe it starts at 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
And it goes for 90 minutes. So if you want to just continue to chill out right now and then just jump right back in, you're going to have an exquisite morning. But much love, and I'm going to bow out with 3 deep breaths with you all.
Thank you.